Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Dr. Stone chapter 148. And we are finally in San Francisco. I have been waiting for this ever since we left the Treasure Island. So I really can't wait to see how Inagaki and Boichi execute this portion of the arc. I can't wait to see the art for San Francisco. I can't wait to see where we're going to be going, if we're going to be going to Silicon Valley, if we're going to be going to Napa, if we're going to be going to the Central Valley, especially for the crops that we're looking for, because yes, there is corn in the Central Valley. Anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what is in store for us this week. And this chapter is titled Pioneers of Earth. And there's San Francisco! We finally made it to North America. Wait a minute. Are we if we're in the San Francisco Bay, why the water's not choppy? It's been so long, too long. Land for our feet and our bellies want meat. Of course, we can consume much meat on our long sea voyage. And with all our training, the battle team has really been craving animal-based protein. Oh, duh, we could probably hunt wild animals on dry land. What sort of beasts live on this continent? I wouldn't know since this is my first overseas vacay. I never thought my first time out of Japan would be like this. Vacay? Really? Jokes like that are part of this pea-brain's charm. No. Seko, you better be sarcastic. That better be sarcasm out of that mouth. Look, past the fog. Well, at least we got the San Francisco Bay fog right. Come on, people, we knew as much already. But I suppose since this is the first time we ventured outside of Japan, we had no way of really knowing what had become of the world. There was still a chance that our imposter Lillian's story could have been somehow Rute. That Japan was still petrified while the rest of the world had already revived, or even that other countries had somehow beaten the Petra beam to start with. Somewhere in our hearts we were holding on to hope, however faint it might have been. That cape jutting out. I see a bunch of statues all clumped together. You're right, but why? Must have been a series of car crashes, a huge pileup. Then the cars corroded over time, leaving only the petrified drivers. But why were the cars down in the water? Must have been loads of cars around here. I passed by on my own boat a few thousand years back. They probably fell off the bridge. And once marked the gateway to the Pacific, cutting through San Francisco's fog with its red brilliance. The Golden Gate Bridge. Right, it's all gone now, though. Everything humanity ever made. Deep down, we kind of thought that this was our last chance for finding help. Again, I have to ask this, Boichi. Where's my choppy-ass San Francisco Bay water? What the shit? This water is way too smooth. This is supposed to be choppy-ass water. The San Francisco Bay, for those of you that have never tried to sail in the bay, the San Francisco, the ocean water in the San Francisco Bay is some of the most choppy water you'll ever see in your life. It is extremely choppy, and I was really looking forward to seeing the Boichi's art of the choppy-ass waters of San Francisco. Really looking forward to that. And looking forward to seeing Ryusui navigate it. I'm really disappointed. Once we find some corn and start growing it, we could totally revive everyone in the world with the power of science. Yes, and you could also go to Napa and get alcohol and revive people with the power of science. Yeah, we're gonna save them all. All 7.8 billion members of humanity. Yes, we're the Sacramento River! That's near me! This is the Sacramento River, and it's where we're splitting up into a resource replenishment team and a corn search team. Yes! Thank you! Thank you, Boichi. Thank you, Inagaki. Because I said to Inagaki, I said, no, oh God, I'm so glad that we're in the Central Valley. Very happy about this. See, I knew we were going to at least go to the Central Valley. I said at the beginning of this video, we were at least going to go to the Central Valley. I have a feeling what's going to happen team-wise, we're going to be splitting up, and I really kind of hope that we're still going to go to, Napa. We're still going to have some people go up to Napa for the resource replenishment. We still got to go to Napa and Silicon Valley, especially if we need fuel, because there's definitely fuel up there, and there's also, you know, alcohol. And the corn team, yeah, Central Valley's the best place for that. We fighters will protect the corn search team from dangerous wildlife. And also, again, why is the water so peaceful? I don't understand. The Sacramento River is very, very choppy. It's not this peaceful. It's not like this at all. The water is not that tranquil in the Sacramento River. I've been on the Sacramento River. It's not that tranquil at all. I'm very disappointed, Boichi. Very, very disappointed. We're going to scour the land until our feet hurt real bad to find that corn. It'll be a difficult day. The U.S. is absurdly vast. Well, California is absurdly vast. We were always taking a gamble on finding any corn at all, but one spot near here could be the corn belt we're looking for. Yes. Since we arrived on the West Coast, it had to be Northern California. Enter San Francisco Bay and follow the Sacramento River towards what used to be Sacramento! Yeah, you're coming back where I'm at! Yeah! Slow down, please. We don't all have encyclopedic knowledge of American geography. I'm surprised they aren't going towards, they're not going... I'm surprised they're not going further inland, to be quite honest. Because further inland, like I would say, oh gosh, like about an hour east from here, maybe 2 hours with traffic, but an hour east, from where I'm at, that's where the corn really is, but that's okay. You mean we just gotta follow this river to find corn? Why'd you say so? No, you're always ready to dive in and adapt, dear Chrome, the ideal search team leader. It's nearly the time of year when the corn will wither. I wonder if we'll make it in time. Yeah, that's the issue. A lot of you motherfuckers was saying that corn was gonna be in the Midwest. I told you mofos that there was corn in California. But the Earth experiences something called precision, kind of like how a toy top starts tilting as it spins. And since the planet's rotational axis is tilted a little over 3,700 years, it's affected the Earth's climate in a way that helps us. Wait a minute. If there's climate change, then does that mean that San Francisco... Wait a minute. Does that mean that why the Golden Gate Bridge isn't there anymore is that it's underwater? Is San Francisco completely underwater? Because that would make sense because over time, like, the ocean would rise because global warming is a natural, that climate change is natural. Because I was thinking, like, where's the city? But yeah, that makes sense. So that makes you wonder then, and it actually makes me wonder if Silicon Valley even still exists, or is it underwater? That's an interesting question. Does Silicon Valley still exist? It still has to. It's still got to be there. But again, the thing that's Francisco Bay and the Sacramento River would become so tranquil. I don't believe that. It's affected the Earth's climate in a way that helps us since the seasons are changing 9 days later. Oh, an extended deadline. Nice. The downside is that the climate change is going to affect the ecosystem in weird ways. Let's just hope no beasts decide to attack. Actually, we would welcome a beast attack. Yeah, Wait, what? Say that again? Well, yeah, that means food. Doi. Speak of the devil, as always, dear Senku, I should have, Eli's Ray. It's not merely that you have bad luck, you have none to speak of. You use your scientific mind to concoct the worst-case scenario, and every time, as soon as you utter it... Why the fuck are crocodiles here? Or, no, these would be alligators, I'm sorry. Why the fuck are they here? Oh, you know, I just realized why these crocodiles are here. They got out of the zoo. Duh. Meat. So that's what they meant about, welcoming attack. Yes, I'm grateful for the circle of life. How fantastic, Faye. Our mightiest all-star lineup. Yeah, I totally forgot that, yeah, they're probably from, the, Sacramento Zoo. They gotta be freshwater. Yeah, they gotta be freshwater crocs. Now that we've stepped foot on, American soil, there's one thing we definitely need to eat. You know what? I just thought about this. Because Ryusui mentioned that he's been to America and been to, California. Why hasn't he mentioned Silicon Valley or Napa? I'm very curious as to why this has not been mentioned, or why the natural gas and shit has not been mentioned by Ryusui. Because he would know about this. He would know because he's been to San Francisco before. So, you would think that he would know about Napa. At least, I'm sorry, it's driving me crazy. Let me read this again. Now that we stepped foot on American soil, wait, the other thing I gotta mention here before I forget, the other thing is that's kind of bugging me is, since Ryusui has been to San Francisco before, why hasn't he said anything about the water not being choppy? That's another thing that's bugging me. Okay, now I can finish this. Now that we step foot on American soil, there's one thing we definitely need to eat. Ew, that sounds nasty! Gator burger. Whoa, hamburgers. Senku, that sounds nasty. I know they're desperate, but God, that sounds gross. Oh, gross. Senku, the alligator swallowed this whole. An ear of corn! Yeah! And just the special American variety we're after. We made the cutoff. The seeds for reviving all of humanity must be upriver. So first up is, Corn City. I know Senku wants the corn for the ethanol. I understand that. At the same time, it's like, you know, you could have just gone to Napa. Like, seriously. Just don't get it. Okay, so let me give you my thoughts on this chapter. The writing I had, for the most part, I have no problem with. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get to, like, go and explore San Francisco, or, like, have more of an explanation of what was, if it was climate change, or like if all of San Francisco was underwater and shit like that. That kind of like frustrated me a little bit. It would have been nice to know what was going on with San Francisco. So that was poor writing. The other thing that's kind of frustrating me with the writing, as I said earlier, is Ryusui mentioned that he's been to San Francisco before. So you would think that, and again, this kind of reflects the art too, you would think that Ryusui would have mentioned, and he would have mentioned even like when they were discussing the navigation, that he would have mentioned the choppy ass waters of the Bay Area, or of the San Francisco Bay, and the San Francisco Bay and the fog, which he did mention, but he would have mentioned that, and he would have mentioned the choppy waters of the Sacramento River, which, Boichi, what the shit? I'm really disappointed. I was really looking forward to seeing the choppy waters of the San Francisco Bay, and I was looking forward to seeing Ryusui navigate it, and navigate both the San Francisco Bay and the Sacramento River, because those waters are extremely choppy and they're very, very hard to navigate. So and that's even without even on a clear day. Those waters are never tranquil. They're never tranquil. So I'm really, really disappointed in regards to that, especially art-wise in regards to that. That's very, very, very disappointing. So yeah, even in that regards, like it would be really hard for crocodiles to live in the Sacramento River because of how choppy the water is. But if you're gonna have the waters be tranquil like that, which is kind of interesting. And the other thing art-wise that I'm kind of disappointed in, is I would have loved to seen like humpback whales coming out, because you could actually see humpback whales in the ocean. I would have loved to see like some humpback whales or some sea lions or something. I would have loved to seen some of the more of the marine wildlife. I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't get to see that. And I'm more, but yes, you could tell me I'm being extremely butthurt, but I am from San Francisco, so it's very it's very frustrating to me, because I was really, really looking forward to it. And like writing wise, I really would have liked a better explanation for why the water isn't choppy, where the fuck San Francisco was. Like the people in the ocean, I can understand why those people are in the ocean, that like after the petrification, that all those cars crashed and fell off the bridge right away. Either that, or over the years the bridge corroded and the cars fell into the water. I could believe either one of those, and that I could see, and I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see the east. That's why I'm kind of sad we didn't get to kind of see a little bit more of San Francisco, because I really kind of wanted to see like the East Bay Bridge and stuff like that. And I know we're trying to find this corn. I know we are trying to find this corn, but I kind of wanted to explore San Francisco a little bit. I'm very disappointed in that. It frustrates me. I'm hoping that after we get the corn, we're gonna explore Northern California, or we're gonna go north a little bit more and see what else is there. See like Silicon Valley and stuff like that, because hopefully Silicon Valley's still there. But like at least go. We at least need to go to the wine country and see if there's any more alcohol there, because that's really, really important for revival fluid. And then I really want to go see if we're gonna go to Silicon Valley, because to me that's really important to see if there's anything left there, so we can build more advanced technology. So I'm really curious what you guys think. Oh, trust me, you best believe I'm going to be tweeting Boichi and Inagaki after this. Oh, you best believe it. They're getting some words from me. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Dr. Stone content. There's a few ways you can do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!